Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the recording for the August 2025 Advisor Edition monthly Zoom and newsletter. We are so excited for all of you to be back into school. We hope that you have had a fantastic start. Some of you I know even start next week. And some of you have y'all been in class since July. So thank you so much for joining us. We heavily encourage you to stay up to date on all things Arkansas and National FFA. And we are so excited for you to join us live and as well as back to this recording. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started so we don't waste any of your time. This is the monthly Zoom. We will, the inside the chat right now is the newsletter link for those of you who are live. And then if you are watching this back in the recording, the newsletter is linked inside the comments. All right, so we're going to go ahead and present this, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Mr. E, I do not believe that he is on this afternoon. He is in a different meeting, so unfortunately he couldn't be here today, but he wanted me to just go ahead and hammer out all the updates. If you'll notice, the newsletter did get a little bit of an update. Uh, each year we try to match the theme based off of your calendar. So all the things that we try to put out for the year will match this calendar. So it did get a little bit of an update this year. And so, or for this month, and then it will carry over to July or June of next month. We did miss 2 months, June and July. And I know that it was a very busy season for our staff as well as ag teachers, and so we missed out on 2 months. Hopefully, we can kind of get back in the saddle and kind of make sure that these are updated. All right, so as we go through the association updates, kind of a shorter list this month when it comes to association. We're in the process of just kind of finalizing and trying to get everything kind of wrapping up the summer and then moving forward to the rest of our school year. And so a lot of you have been busy and back to school, and we have been busy trying to get ready for our events as well. So just kind of a quick recap of what happened this summer since our May update. We had the CDE and LDE subcommittee work. I know the state CDE committee have been working on getting all of those finalized, and we will start making updates to the website. The state officer training by National FFA and DCTE that has happened I kind of throughout the entire summer. The Arkansas Leadership Conference, I did go ahead and push and make the links to all of these. So if you notice on our website, the rotator that has been kind of stagnant for a little bit has been updated. And so we've got everything that has happened this summer. We've got Summer Ag Teachers Conference. The previous slide was CPC. There's our World Explorer, ALC. The next one should be WLC pictures. So if you click these links, all of those will take you down to Naturally FFA. Inside Naturally FFA, you can see the four large areas that we had this summer. And so feel free to show that with your community. Feel free to show those with your FFA members or maybe the ones that you're trying to recruit for membership. This is kind of the things that we did this summer for ALC, for CPC. It's all broken down by chapter photos, activity photos by week. Same thing for CPC, Ag Teacher Conference, professional development pictures, as well as some ABATA scholarship event pictures as well. So hopefully that will be a benefit to you to be able to use those and showcase those pictures and those activities to your FFA members as you try to recruit for the year. As you continue on down, Washington Leadership Conference, once again, I just showed that to you on our website. Those pictures are uploaded. The summer interns, they have now gone back to their colleges, but they had a great time. They were able to do an intern program tour where they were able to visit all of these FFA programs from across the state. Had a really great time. We enjoyed doing that with them, but they did a good job this year. We could not have done the summer without them. So we greatly appreciate their hard work. As we go through a Summer Ag Teachers Conference, once again, I showed you that link and the Chapter Presidents Conference. All of those numbers are also on the rotator piece on the website of all of where how many chapters there were, how many students there were, just trying to increase our data point. Coming into the upcoming pieces of what we've got coming up this month, you will notice Mr. E has sent out an Arkansas FFA Junior Membership Program. This is the link to the policies and procedures to the Junior FFA membership, and then also the current Junior membership chapters as they continue to go down. As you register for those, we plan to update that list probably every Monday. If you need it updated earlier than that, if you'll just kind of let us know, and then that is just for anyone to see exactly how many FFA members or how many FFA programs are participating in the junior membership. But the policy is there towards the in that link. The registration deadline for that, the registration is through our website, through the event registration when you log into our website, and that deadline is September 26th. National delegate application and process, that is going to be, the deadline is going to be August 27th at 3 p.m. So that's when that cutoff is. The application link is there. We also have received an email from Mr. E on the national delegate process. We plan to do interviews on September 3rd. That's there in the key dates. So September 3rd is when we plan to do those interviews, and they will be notified the Friday after this August 27th deadline. So feel free to jump on, have some of those members complete that, especially if they've been super active and they have interest in going to National FFA Convention to represent Arkansas FFA. The FFA Day at Razorback Stadium is going to be August 30th. With the ticket link is here and the promo code. So make sure that you're going to get your tickets. That's going to be 2 weeks from tomorrow. You'll happily see probably myself, Mr. E. You'll get to see the state officers. Miss Wiseman plans to be at the tailgate and hang out as well and get to see chapters. So we are so very excited to see Ag Day. We'll have 4-H there as well, but FFA Day at Razorback Stadium with the Bumpers College tailgate, that will be happening on August 30th. The Ag in Action, we are planning to, we're working on finalizing a display contest for Ag in Action. And so we will have some more details coming out on that soon. And then we're in the process here shortly, very shortly, probably today and leading into next week of trying to figure out all of the signups for Ag and Action Center. And with that, everybody will receive a JOT form. We basically go off of whoever received the winning chapter last year. They'll get first pick, and then we'll start to open it up. And so what we'll do in that process is you're going to have you'll see a JOT form, and you'll sign up for the evening or the morning or the afternoon session to do that. But I'm hoping that the display contest will kind of help us really increase our interactive displays there at Ag in Action. So that's something that we plan to add an award at state convention. When it comes to Ag in Action, we have a top hand currently, a top chapter, and then we would basically do the top chapter of display. So we will just kind of want to increase our ag advocacy there at the state fair and Ag in Action. For the monthly Zoom and newsletter feedback, feel free to give us some feedback. We've received a few over the past year. but I just we'd love to hear how we can make that better. The foundation updates. I'm going to turn it over to Miss Wiseman. She's got several things on here for us, and so I'll turn it over to her now.
Sweet. And Mr. Merrick, if you'll just kind of click through those links as we go through. So the foundation, just like the association, had a busy summer. We had a few of our big events. So we officially had the Greenway Ag Mechanics Lab ribbon cutting during, I believe, the third week of ALC. So if your students were there, they got to be a part of that. And Greenway's just been a great partner. And so that kind of, revitalized that, brought a lot of attention back to that ag mechanics lab. So we're hopeful to continue fulfilling the vision that was originally planned for that ag mechanics lab, and really excited about, that event kind of launching hopefully a second phase of getting that outfitted. Also, ALC this summer, the title sponsor of that was Vital Farms. They sell eggs. So if you ever see their eggs in the store, that's where you'll find their brand. But so many students made just a quick thank you video. So we've posted this online. We've shared it with the sponsor. It's just a cool way to highlight their investment. So appreciate if your students were there, that they made these videos. And the sponsor really appreciated it as well. And then as we look towards the upcoming, well, I guess another thing too, I often get asked, like, what does the foundation do? Where does the money go? And so we're trying to be very transparent and just tell the story of, if you're a Foundation Plus chapter, if you are a monthly donor, if anyone gives money to the foundation, the board of directors that we have really focuses on, okay, how do we steward that money to support the needs of FFA? And so just in the first 6 months of 2025, we committed over $90,000 to Arkansas FFA members. And so there's a breakdown there. A lot of that was scholarships, Arkansas Leadership Conference, state officer support, and then career development events as well. So we're trying to tell that story and just make sure that folks know that the foundation exists to support FFA, and that's what we're doing. So as we look forward to this fall, we have a newsletter that goes out every few months that just kind of highlights what we're up to. Would encourage you to sign up for that. And then also just anyone in your community that wants to know what the foundation is doing, please sign up for that as well. And then we also have the Foundation Plus chapter program. It's going to continue on just like it has in the past. And the things that are really special about this is, one, every FFA member in Arkansas benefits essentially from the foundation if they're an FFA, because we give that money to Arkansas FFA if they've been to camp, if they've gotten award money, if you have any students that have served as a state officer, any students that compete in CDEs, like all that money goes back to those students. It's also really cool to sit before a sponsor and say, we have this many chapters who have committed to the state foundation. Like, could you match that? Like, these are local chapters that are raising money and who believe in what the foundation does. So it's a good way for them to also realize that FFA has skin in the game. And then a cool statistic is, right now, over a third of our monthly donors are ag teachers. So thank you to all of those ag teachers that are monthly donors. And I think all of them, or many of them, have it designated to go to their Foundation Plus status. So you can just find what that amount would be for your chapter, divide it by 12, and just sign up as a monthly donor. And it just asks, like, is this in honor of a chapter? And you just put your chapter's name, and that's how it gets designated towards your chapter's Foundation Plus status. In the past few years, the foundation has worked with chapters to sell t-shirts as part of a fundraiser. And so we're in the process of getting that t-shirt design. So be on the lookout. I think it's a unique opportunity. If you maybe don't have a chapter t-shirt, if you sell at least 15 shirts, your chapter's name gets put on that shirt instead of Arkansas FFA. So if you're trying to figure out maybe ways that you can have a chapter t-shirt, but you don't want to go through the design or maybe the back end, we can handle all of that. And and help you sell those t-shirts. So more details are coming soon once we get that design and everything set up. And then lastly, as you're getting students back in the classroom, if you have any students or you as a teacher, or if you have alumni or maybe your chapter, if they create any products as part of their SAE, or just, maybe they bake cookies and they're really great at decorating them, the foundation is looking for FFA made products that we can use as donor gifts. And so as I go visit with donors, it's always nice to give them a token. I've been giving them pins from the state FFA convention, but we are about to run out of those. And instead of just buying a generic, you know, mug, would love to have something that can say like, hey, this was handmade by a student in an Arkansas, FFA chapter. It's tied to their SAE, or their chapter did this in a class. So there's a Google form there with just some details about what it is, and then kind of a list of examples just to help with some of those ideas. And feel free to just blast that to your students, alumni, but would love to have FFA made products that the foundation purchases to give the gifts instead of just some stuff online. I think that's it for my update. Let me know if y'all have any questions. And just thank you so much for the warm welcome this year.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Miss Wiseman. Apologize for not being able to click that link there at the bottom. Just the way that that taskbar is down there at the bottom. And I'm just gonna kind of quickly get out of here. You can see my old design, so I want to go ahead and delete those pages 3 and 4 for you from that deal. So this is only a 2-page newsletter. All right, so there is Miss Wiseman did put that that Google Doc inside the chat, so feel free to go check that out. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up now. Apologize for not being able to show that just a few minutes ago, but FFA members, chapters, and alumni made products. So feel free to go through them. Contact Miss Wiseman if you have any questions on that. All right, as we approach back for our newsletter, we're going to go on up to alumni and supporters updates. If you were not around for the alumni meeting and during Ag Teacher in Service, we had a very good crowd there in classroom 3 and 5 at the Fletcher Center, and so that group was able to have that annual state alumni meeting along with the election of the new alumni council, and so that is very exciting for all of those. Congratulations to those council members. Your It's got everything listed there on our website now, from the district representatives to the at-large positions, and then 1-year terms as well. I would like to kind of point your attention to our current alumni president is going to be Jason Benz, our former executive secretary for Arkansas FFA. He has decided that he definitely wants to stay in FFA and wants to stay highly involved. So he would love to kind of stay present, but he is our president for this year, and he is very excited to serve. It's even got the expiration dates of all of those terms. So if you're interested, feel free to jump on, and they'll be happy to hear that you're interested in alumni. If you have any questions, Mr. Benz did want me to share with you that if you have questions, feel free to contact him. He said his cell phone number is the same, but since this is a public document, I'm going to go ahead and I'll share his cell phone number with you. If you're interested in that, shoot me a text message or shoot me an email, and I'll gladly share his cell phone number, and he'll be able to get and happily help you through alumni. It's super exciting for that council. And I know that Mr. Krangle has done a good job over the past few years, and we are excited to see the flourishment of the alumni and supporters for Arkansas FFA. And ABATA updates. We have a lot that's kind of has happened, and in addition to has happened, we have a lot that is also coming up. So ABATA updates. I don't necessarily see any of our representatives, but as you know, this is our our Ag Teachers Association for Arkansas NAAE Region 2 Conference. That did happen this summer. We received a report from that during Ag Teacher in Service during one of the AVATA meetings. The Summer Ag Teachers Conference has concluded. That was in July. And if you want to provide feedback, we invite you to do that here. So you can go through, provide that feedback. Mr. E and I worked on trying to provide a well-encompassing survey. So we were able to provide that for you. That is going to close October 1st. So we tried to give you plenty of time. That's a month and a half from now. And we wanted to kind of stay fresh on your mind. That's why we do have a deadline for that document or for that feedback survey. So that's going to close October 1st. Congratulations to the AVATA award members. If you go to that social media link, they're listed on that. You can see all of the outstanding program, outstanding service, outstanding ag educator, outstanding early career educator, visionary impact, and lifetime achievement. So, congratulations to those 2025 recipients of that. We greatly appreciate everyone who has had a role in those awards. From the boards and to the other committee members. We appreciate that. As we scroll down into some of the things that are upcoming, there was a post that was just a few days ago. AVATA posted a welcome back teachers, welcome back to school. So you can check that out. It's a nice little graphic of some of those back to school pictures. And we always enjoy seeing those smiling faces coming back into the school. Ag Teacher Program Survey. If you remember Mr. Tucker, Jimmy Tucker shared some of this with you during Ag Teacher in Service during one of the AVATA meetings. This survey, you only need to complete it once. Currently, right now, I believe we have 148 ag teachers. That's only about, it's less than half of our teachers in the state. So please, please, please go in, complete that survey. That's going to be used for data for AVATA as well as potentially NAAE. But thank you to the University of Arkansas for helping create that survey link and have very, very detailed aspect of everything ag education within that survey. So that deadline is also October 1st. We wanted to kind of have those two deadlines the same day so you don't have to remember two dates for AVATA deadlines. So we appreciate we would appreciate you for every single teacher to complete that. NAA Region 2 Awards. This is big news. I really enjoyed seeing these names. If you noticed, as they come across for Arkansas awards, we had just about every single one of our award recipients in Arkansas went on and placed at Region 2. That's the memorandum here. You can go through, you can see all of those anytime that you find. So Region 2, Kaisa Holland, Region 2, Chris Backus, all the way down. So thank you. Thank you all for submitting your applications and nominations. There is a media link, social media link for NAAE, and all of those. That's done through NAAE, but then also AVATA did a social media link as well, with some pictures and everything else, with some cool graphics. So thank you. One that was not mentioned originally for the Arkansas is one of our interns received a student teacher scholarship. So congratulations, Brittany. It's super exciting for Arkansas to represent. They're at Region 2 for awards. So that's a cool deal. We greatly appreciate everyone who had a hand in that. Now, National Teach Ag Day, mark your calendars for September 18th. For You'll notice that NAAE posted some stuff. AVATA posted a link as well, and a fun graphic. That graphic was posted on AVATA. There's a kind of a different ways that you can be involved there within the National Teach Ag program and that Teach Ag Day, September 18th. That's your day, ag teachers. So be ready for that day. I know some of you will be very busy with everything, all of your fairs that are coming up and that are currently happening. So September 18th will sneak up on us quickly. NAE convention will happen December 8th through the 12th in Nashville, Tennessee. More registration and info is there in that link. So make sure also, if you have not followed AVATA on social media, make sure to follow that at Facebook and Instagram link. Go and follow those pages and make sure that you stay up to date on everything Arkansas Vocational Ag Teachers Association. And if you missed out on Summer Ag Teachers Conference, go contact Mr. Cannon for your AVATA membership. And if you were at Ag Teacher Conference, your membership is paid. So good job of being a member. As we kind of roll through national FFA updates, we do have our regional specialist, our Jason Gore, on here. Jason is more than welcome to jump on if you would like to, but I'm gonna kind of quickly roll through some of these. But Jason, feel free to chime in at any point in time, and don't feel obligated either way. We just wanted to let you know that Jason is a great asset for Arkansas FFA and Ag Association, the FFA associations across the South, and so we greatly appreciate him for jumping on. So National FFA Updates is seeking some virtual interview judges and room hosts for Agri Science Fair. You can click that link to apply. A list of approved American degree recipients is there. That post was announced today. And so be on the lookout. Hopefully, we can get one for Arkansas FFA. We can get one kind of published for um, for all of the Arkansas recipients on our social media pages. 2026 Next Gen conferences were officially announced. You can go ahead and use the link there to register, and there are travel assistant grants available. So feel free, go look at that link for travel assistant grants, and then use the link for more information and to register. So a lot of cool places, a lot of a great and neat engineering technology or emerging technology, sorry, power structure and technical systems, ag business and animal science all across the nation. So that's super, super exciting for those next gen conferences to be announced. The Speak Ag Showcase, there is a link with more information about that program and how you can get involved. In October 1st is that deadline to be active. Updated member safety policy. I know that this uh, probably doesn't necessarily affect a lot of ag teachers on a day-to-day basis, but there was a review and updated for the behavior and conduct guidelines and expectations within the manual and within the policy. So there, feel free to read over that, especially if you're going to National FFA convention. Make sure that you look over that and everyone understands kind of what the expectation is. And then there's a review of the policies there. National FFA grants are available to give the gift of blue. That's a really great time right now to apply for the gift of blue. And that's going to be for anyone who is in need of an FFA jacket. They can apply for that. And then there are some incredible National FFA donors who give specifically for the blue jacket. And so that's a way for them to get their FFA jacket for free through that grant process. A day of service mini grant link, the Living to Serve grant, and then also the fall semester long grant. That's going to be coming up pretty soon. and that's up to $1,200 per semester. So, here a list of Living to Serve grants year long is up to $3,000. Semester long is 1,200, and then that would be for the state for 8,000 that we are potentially looking at for our maybe for convention. We'll see. Uh, for all of those, if your FFA members did go to CPC, we did a grant. We did a grant applic or a workshop on grants. Feel free to go talk to those individuals and make sure that they are kind of are introducing you. And if you are not familiar with those grants, they have a lot of resources for them to kind of pass that information down to you as well. National FFA brand and Canva resources. This has been on there for a little bit, but I still feel like it's a really great piece, especially when school starts for National FFA to make sure that all your slides look nice and clean and all branded of National FFAs. That's a really cool resource that they provide for us. Down there at the very bottom, National FFA has come out with the brand new National FFA and updated FFA Educator Resources Table of Contents. And what's included in that kind of gives you some descriptions, gives you a sneak peek of what all that is. And then you can use that for all of your National FFA resources needs. And then there's the resource down at the bottom. Mr. Gore, if you want to, you're welcome to share anything else that you might want to give to Arkansas teachers. But if you do not, you can give me a thumbs up and we'll rock and roll.
Yeah, no, I was just say this is kind of a great coverage of what's going on. I'll tell you all the fall Living to Serve grants and travel assistance grants for National Convention are live right now and due August 29th. So just want to keep in the back corner of your mind there. And yeah, check out that Ed Resources tab. There's tons of stuff there. There's new stuff coming. It feels like almost weekly we get emails about it. So y'all check it out. But excited to get to work with y'all. And if I ever be of assistance, just let me know.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. We appreciate you. All right, wise owl advice. This is where I would normally turn it over to our wise owl, Mr. E, but I guess he is not. He's still on a meeting with I don't know, maybe the state fair, and so I know that he's got a busy schedule since he has come back from the summer. So wise owl advice. A few of the things that Mr. E kind of wants everybody to know is outstanding balances. If you have outstanding balances right now, if you will be so, we will love you so very much if you can just kind of get those taken care of, and especially when it comes to our Arkansas Leadership Conference, our CPC. All of those, we would greatly appreciate you for taking care of those because it's going to start to affect you now that we've gotten now that we're 2 weeks or sorry, 2 months away from ALC. If we have not paid those, I know that sometimes the PO process and the payment process within your school districts kind of gets a little crazy in the summer or even non-existent. So feel free, please make sure to get those account balances paid for because it will start to prevent you from registering. We have a few conferences coming up. We'll get to it at the more events, more key dates down at the bottom. But we've got impact conferences coming up for that registration, so that will start preventing you from to register for that. Select dates with your chapter officers to work on the POA for the school year, and also in that POA, make sure that you're planning for membership recruitment, fundraisers, community, and service projects. Anything else that may come into play for your chapter. Set up a new student AET accounts and mark the ones who have graduated as inactive if they do not plan to get their American degree. If they do plan to get their American degree, we encourage to keep them on roster and keep them updated so that they can continue to do their SAE projects and continue to record keep through that. Once again, our roster is done through our system. AET is used for our record keeping for our SAEs. Begin preparing sub plans for upcoming county, district, and state fairs. That's always a really good piece. Try your best to share those with other ag teachers, and they will gladly. I know a lot of ag teachers will gladly share their thoughts and their plans with you. Request a state officer to attend your chapter, your county events. We have our state secretary on here, Caitlin Spencer, and she will gladly take any of those requests. And for the rest of the team, she's here on behalf of the team, and I know that all of them are so very excited for them to see members throughout the year. They have all moved into, besides Roxy, they've all moved into college, and Roxy has started her senior year. But they are so very excited about the year. They left CPC so energized, and so we are super pumped for that. But that link is there to request a state officer. Go through, complete all that. Something that we want to make sure that you understand is it's got to be done 2 weeks out, at least 2 weeks out. And then we ask that the officers have some kind of a specific task. Uh, if they just kind of, come hang out or stuff like that, if they don't really necessarily have a task at hand, if you want them to really talk to members and engage and work on the recruitment piece, that's a good way to utilize them. If you want them to do a workshop, if you want them to be the MC of an event, if you want them to provide some kind of a keynote to your green hands or whatever else, those are some great ways to get them involved. But yeah, to have them a specific task to do, and they'll be glad to do it. And finally, for our more key dates, went ahead and went all the way through November. There's still some more November dates, but for more key dates, check those out. And we will have our next Zoom. The plan is this September 5th. That's going to should be a Friday. And we'll gladly host the September 2025 Advisor Monthly Zoom and newsletter. All right. That has concluded our side of things. I know we went about 9 minutes long. We like to try to keep it to 30 minutes. Do you have any questions? Any questions, comments, concerns? You can do it during the recording or after the recording. Any comments, questions, concerns?
Hey, Jacob.
Hey, yes, sir.
All right. We are working on getting all the notifications out for next year's ABATA award nominees. Just be patient with us. This is our first full year since we've decided to fully commit to this and start pushing this event. I would really encourage anybody that is nominated, please fill out your application. The rubric gives you everything you need. It is step by step. If you follow that rubric, it's just like you saw how many we won this year. That was all about people following the rubric. It looks long, but by the time you answer all the questions, you're trying to cut stuff out. You're going to be deleting stuff. So it's really not as bad as it looks. So I just encourage people, as soon as you get that, start looking at it. We did push the deadline out till March. So hopefully everybody will be notified by September. You'll have till March to complete that application. We are going to reach out to superintendents and principals and try to promote these teachers that were nominated for these awards.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Anderson, for all the work that you put into that as well. We feel free to give us an update on those here soon. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? All right, going once, twice, and sold. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. Those of you who watch this back, thank you so much for joining us, and we have the pleasure of helping you along the way. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much.